Hey, what's good, everybody? It's Zachary Bell here from RealFansSports. Make sure you click subscribe below to stay locked into our FANALYST reviews and all of our sports content. Cheers. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the RealFansSports channel. Thank you for being here. We have a banger of an episode for you today. We're going to talk about the top 5 most pressured quarterbacks to get the job done this 2022 NFL season. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into the list. To start off our list at number 5, we're going to give you Derek Carr of the Las Vegas Raiders. Derek Carr has had very above average statistics all throughout regular season, but has struggled to get into that postseason spot. He's actually only played in one postseason matchup, which was this year against Cincinnati Bengals, where they ended up losing. And the only playoff experience before then was when he was injured in 2016, which was arguably one of his better years of his career so far. That was ended shortly because of the injury. Now, last year, Derek Carr did throw for 4,800 yards and had a good season, but this year, he's bringing in an old friend, Davante Adams, his roommate up in Fresno State, and he has plenty of weapons and plenty of options to really get the job done this year. But he's on that hump because he's just not gotten to that postseason and has been successful in that postseason yet, where his fan base has kind of shifted. Do we like Carr? Do we hate Carr? A lot of people don't respect him in the league. A lot of people do. It's a big mixture, and he's got to prove himself, and he has no excuses with Adams being there, Renfro being healthy, being able to line up in that corner spot, as well as hopefully a fully healed up Waller. I think this could be a big year for him, and he is under pressure to go ahead and maintain and keep that role as that starting position with the Raiders. And not to mention, he's in the hardest division this year, going up against Russell Wilson in the Denver Broncos, Justin Herbert in the Chargers, and Patrick Mahomes with the Chiefs. That division is wild. He's going to have a lot of pressure on his back, and he's going to have to carry that weight and roll through them. And coming up here at number 4, we're going to talk about Jalen Hurts with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, you might ask, Jalen Hurts, it's only his second year. He's going into his third. Why does he feel so much pressure? It's because the Philadelphia Eagles are building something special right now. They have a very young group. They got a lot of first-round draft picks coming up next year. They've had a lot of first-round draft picks in the years previous. They're going to build a young core that's going to be ready to win very soon. And Jalen has got to show significant improvement in his third year to make sure that one of those draft picks doesn't go towards a heavy, high quarterback draft next year, because it's that time to improve. I love Jalen Hurts. He has great work ethic. I love watching him Alabama, his transition to Oklahoma, and how well he did there. I hope he can step up to the plate and show that he can be a baller in this league and lead the Philadelphia Eagles to a great season, because we all know Philadelphia fans, they don't play. They don't like average. They don't like to wait. They want you to excel now. Jalen Hurts, you got to excel now. Coming at you for number 3, we're going to talk about my quarterback from my team, Jameis Winston of the New Orleans Saints, being the 3rd most pressure quarterback to perform this year, because Jameis Winston is coming off of an ACL injury. He carries that dark cloud above his head of the 30-30 touchdown to interception ratio from back in the day. And now with the Saints, this could be his last chance, as he just signed a 2-year contract with them. Now, the Saints have brought in a lot of help, and I think this is going to add to the pressure because he has no excuses. Michael Thomas should be back. Drafted Chris Olave, and then also grabbing Jarvis Landry. Absolute huge. A lot of great weapons for Jameis. He's going to have boys open. He's going to have to hit them, and he needs to get that narrative away from him. This is his chance, and possibly his last chance, to defeat that narrative and get back to the 5,000-yard passing quarterback that he once was. So coming up at number 2 on our list, we're going to go ahead and talk about Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G of the San Francisco 49ers. Jimmy G was under pressure last year, but it gets even harder this year. We know they already picked up Trey Lance in the draft the years back, and now he's recovering from a shoulder injury. He just had surgery back in March. We're not sure how well that's going to affect his game, and we know Lance is ready to go as soon as his name is called up to the list and try and steal that starting position from him. Now, Jimmy G as a quarterback is a very game manager. He's an amazing game manager. It works for their system because 49ers defense being so well. It got them all the way to the game before the Super Bowl where they lost to the Rams, and they did perform well, and he played with a lot of heart, even dealing with the injuries. But nevertheless, Jimmy G at any point during this season, if he were to get re-injured or to have a bad game, we could see a big switch and seeing Trey Lance sending Jimmy back to the bench and get back on the cover of the magazines and leave that starting job behind. Jimmy G, we got to tighten it up. All right, so before we get to the #1 most pressured quarterback, let's go ahead and talk about some honorable mention. We got Deshaun Watson. Now, we still don't know when he's going to actually play, but signing that big deal after not playing football in 2 to 3 years, you got to feel a little bit of pressure. Not enough to be top 5 because he's still an all-star out there, and we know he can perform high. He's still young, but there's got to be a little bit of pressure there. Also, is going to be Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott was almost an MVP of the candidate type player, and last year, even with all his weapons, couldn't really bring the Cowboys far into the playoffs. He's going to have to step it up this year. Marcus Mariota is definitely his last shot at any type of starting job over there with the Atlanta Falcons after getting rid of Matt Ryan, bringing him in. Let's see, does he still have the wheels? Can he still play? I don't know. And then Tua, another one of those young guys. I think he has a little bit more room to improvement other than Jalen Hurts, who is a little bit more forced or rushed to get into star caliber player now. But Tua has to be feeling some pressure. He has some good wide receivers. They got a new system going out there in Miami, but he's going to feel some pressure this year, and he's going to have to. So finally, we're here. The #1 most pressured quarterback to perform at a high level this year is no other than Ryan Tannehill of the Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill, man, I've never seen a fan base so divided on whether do we want him or do we not want him. And then to add to that factor now, they went ahead and grabbed what a lot of people's favorite in the draft being Malik Willis. Now, Tannehill has done his job. I think that's the best way to put it. He's done his job. He's got them into playoffs. He's had them win their division several times. But has he won it or has Derrick Henry won it? That's been the struggle. Tannehill came out in the playoffs and threw up 3 goose egg interceptions, silly plays that should have never happened in the first place that cost them probably one of their best runs for the Super Bowl in the last several years. Now, you know, Tannehill did say he went through a lot of struggles after that game. He went to therapy. It took him a lot of time to even talk about it. He felt really down on himself. Now, sometimes that can mean a good thing. That can mean a clearance of mind. He's ready to come out and play. It could mean that he's still distraught. He still hasn't found his footing yet. And we all know, we have seen the interview with Malik Willis and him where he's saying that he's not there to, you know, coach him up. That's the coach's jobs, which, you know, some agree. And Malik said that he's perfectly fine. He didn't mean it like that. But still, it leaves you some questions on what Ryan Tannehill's tendency can be left with the Tennessee Titans. Like, is he there for good? Can he bring them to a championship? With the team they got, they have the ability to get there, but I think they're missing one piece. And sadly to me, I don't think Ryan Tannehill is it. I don't think Malik Willis is it either. But Tannehill is going to have to step up and get the support back from his fans, because this 50-50 divide that they have right now isn't going to cut it, and it puts a lot of pressure on that quarterback, like Aaron Donald running right up in the middle on you. You got to get ready to dodge it. You got to play well this year, boy. So, all right, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap up our top 5 most pressured quarterbacks to perform well this year in the 2022 NFL season. If y'all enjoyed the content and y'all like this video, make sure y'all drop a like. Leave a comment if there's someone that I missed. If you agree, disagree, tell me. Give me your best. Let me know. But make sure, if y'all do enjoy this content and y'all want to see some more sports content, to make sure y'all subscribe, as well as check the subscription below and look for NonFiction's channel. We will be going live for all Monday and Thursday night games during the NFL season, as well as the NBA Finals, and plenty of games over the summer. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out as well. But most importantly, you guys, y'all have a blessed morning, noon, night, wherever you are in the world today. I'm Zach, your FANALYST for the evening. We are Real Fan Sports. Till next time, cheers.